afternoon, good night. We are finally here in Coffs Harbour and I've stood in oil, but we're here, so it's all good. Do some testing, so we'll see how this all goes. All right, so it's been a bit of a day. It's definitely the afternoon. Apologies, my phone was dead. No one in our group except one person eventually had an iPhone charger, which is great. So the Falcon, basically, so in the morning, first thing I put the harmonic balancer on, new power steering line, second-hand power steering pump, new belt, couple new pulleys, all good and well. Went out, basically kicked it over the hill over there, just went buzz. Understeered heavily because the tyre's brand new, unscuffed, but full bickies, flicking third gear. I entered, as I normally do, pulled the wrong handbrake, then realised, the hydro's the one, and all while that's happening, I had water spraying from under the bonnet. So I was like, well, that's great, because I literally had entered one turn. Like, I wouldn't even say I was drifting yet. But we had a little issue down here. This little pulley here, that piece was not there. There was a little washer thing, so I don't know who done that or what done that, but that wasn't going to hold. So anyway, stole one off the ute. Good to go. Sorted the water out, jumped in, went down the track. I did one lap, if you can call it, down the back there. Well, I ripped the rear bar off. That was an accident, that one. So I sent it full normal course, just really heavy on it, all good. Obviously, still working out what's going on, working out the lock. Heap of lock. Felt kind of cool. That was cool. A little bit hard because of the seat. So Luke's seat doesn't adjust. So this was my bucket seat. This is what I was using for extra. And went around up the back, done another lap. I was like, okay, it's starting to feel good. Pulled up at the line and we've got a loose flywheel. So we'll be in the shed a little bit later to do that and tighten up the flywheel. I'm guessing maybe, I don't know if the flywheel's changed from the T56 or I don't know about any of that. So, but either way, we do have a hoist at the track. So we're going to be doing that right after we've done changing Sam's gearbox over there. So we actually bought a car. We bought a car at the track and we're putting the gearbox right now. Jesse's actually pulling the gearbox out. And we're going to do that as well. So that's totally fully separate because that's what we're here for this thing. I don't know. I don't think the valve caps helped. But we're going to do some more laps, hopefully. So fingers crossed that actually happens. We did have the 33 down here. Nick actually took off back to head home. We did probably about 10 laps. Had a couple of alignment problems, tinkered that, but then I ended up throwing another belt, which we thought we rectified, but we might have to kind of go back to the drawing board on the setup, as it didn't like the abusive on the throttle. So that's that. We're going to move on to some drift. It is now Sunday morning. We are in the shed with the hoist. We've got Jesse's car there. We're doing an alternate on Jesse's thing. Got Luke's car on the hoist. Box is out. As, well, this is the problem. This is loose, because it is. So, don't know how long these are going to last. I do think that this, I don't know, these bolts, they're most likely the bolt supply. They're most likely the bolt supply with the flywheel, but more than likely they're just junk bolts. So I'm going to chuck some Loctite on them, get the box back in, get it for some testing because I've only done 3 laps, and we definitely have a fuel leak because it's leaking on the ground right there. But yeah, I don't know, a little bit sucky, but it is what it is. So we're gonna just do that.
How'd that go, Martin?
Yeah, look, finally it's
Looked a bit better.
What's that, sorry?
It looked a bit better.
Yeah, definitely much better. I feel there's a little bit of a shake. I got a bit too much front end grip. I tried to do a backy just then, but it didn't really.
Yeah, driver error.
I'm obviously not Luke Fink.
Yeah, trash.
So I can't drive.
Yeah, can't drive that.
Feeling pretty good, but these tyres are definitely not working anymore.
Yeah, they're looking a bit housey, father.
Really.
How's the Zool?
Oh yeah,
tough.
I can see why you were.
Nice
wait,
mount,
you want to know why I came in so hot on?
So to finish this video off for this week on the BF, this is what we're doing. So I really doubt the fact that it's going to get boosted, just because it's that crunch, like the crunch time's so small, and I'm not happy with the car. Like the car's just not right. I haven't done enough time to test it. The flywheel's loose again, so I basically only done about 10 laps. So basically everything you just watched was about all I did in this car. So I do have, there's a couple broken bolts in the rocket cover just for oil leak things. There's a VCT solenoid seal leaking. So I just want to sort that out. So his car goes over. It doesn't have any kind of those issues. I got to do some heat shielding for the hoses there. Just kind of whatever fresh it needs. It still needs a water pump because that's leaking. The engine mounts need to swap around. There's one solid one, but it needs to be on the other side. That, obviously, I need to sort out the flywheel coming loose, make sure there's no issues there. The rear arms felt great. The front felt pretty good. So I'm going to chuck some different wheels on, and I'm going to do, and I've got another event this week. So we're doing Revolution GP, the round 3, back at Rally Raceway. So I'm hoping it's going to go good. Jordan, who a lot of guys you know, drives a 31 wagon with us. He is going to be taking out the Turbo AU at this event because his diff's not ready. Unless it's ready, then he won't. But I'll be most likely taking this down if for whatever reason I can't get it sorted. I'll have to try and do a test of it somewhere here. Don't know how that will happen, but that's that. The car's really it's feeling good, but I just have not done enough laps to test it. Feels nothing like an AU. So I really, I just wanted to be, I want to sleep at night time when this car's on the boat and Luke gets to Japan, pulls it out of the boat. Might be beige, but we'll see what happens. But I just want to sleep at night. I don't want him to go out there literally first event and something so stupid like a flywheel coming loose. Like, you're not going to be able to source anything. And you basically, that's it done. So, as many guys know, Luke has used so many cars overseas and had heaps of dramas. So I really want to make sure that he doesn't have those dramas. As much as everyone's super excited for turbo, it's going to go untested. And it's just going to be problems. Like, you got heating problems, like intercooler piping, things like that. Like, you got to remember the battery will need to be moved, piping, all that sort of stuff. If he has a bingle, there's less things for NA. Like, you don't even need an airbox. So, those sort of things. So, really just want to, be able to have a chance for him to at least do 1 or 2 events before getting any little dramas. And then be able to at least next trip over, he can take some other bits over But right now, I'm focusing on the preventative maintenance side of things. So, we are doing that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I am damn tired. So much stuff to do. So little time. At the end of the month, we're doing a whole Matsuri with everyone down in Cops again. So I'll be 3 times in this month going down 4-hour drives. So very little time with the fam, a lot of time in the shed. Obviously, this last weekend we spent so much time swinging Spanish, changing gearboxes pulling the gearbox out of the BF, Also doing one of the other boys. We bought a car down there and we also had to change the gearbox and other electrical issues with Renrag's car. So appreciate your patience. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to let down a lot of people, but like you just can't send a car untested to another country to drift. Like no one over there is going to be able to fix it. Even if Luke sends me over there to go and sort it out, like the time for me to do that, like that's going to be pretty hard. So hope I don't let too many people down. We'll see what happens. There's still hope. Very little time, but we've got from now, it's about 10 days till it needs to be ready to go. Not very far. Thank you.